EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Here we go.
When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 480. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Stop your whining.
Shift. Here we go, 46. You got tape. You got tape. 26.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, exactly going to be a very long night for defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, here we go. Watch out.
Hey, kill. 46.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 22 yards there, a first down.
23-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Check. Fresno.
Mike
26. Down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, watch the slant.
Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Mike 29. Let's go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
47.
Tackles. 29 is the Mike.
Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Let's go.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They got to slow it down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Xavier Woods on the
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
No chance.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I'm here all day. Check 26. Check it. Check that. Rush it.
They'll try to run it over with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
No.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. For the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No pain, no gain.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent. that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 29.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Pass for 20.
There it is.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Gano the extra point, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think what he's saying to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike 29.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Prescott from the gun. He got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Check it out, read. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. They can't hang with that.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Giants.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go, 47.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Watch the screen.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 17 and let's get in them holes. 18, right here. Check. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
13. But it's 3rd down.
Mike's by 4. Watch the screen.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Barkley, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Giants.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 54. Come to my work.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, Barkley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 32 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Giants 20, Cowboys 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.